Give me high 10.
Previously on My Kitchen Rules.
That looks beautiful.
4 teams faced the ultimate challenge,
We've got 6 dishes that we have to get perfect.
delivering their 2 best dishes for each course.
It's just heaven.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And surfer dads Paul and Blair topped the table.
I can't fault this at all.
We're almost proud as punch.
But Tasmania's besties tripped up
I dropped 2.
when it mattered most.
I'm struggling with this dish.
With only one team left to cook, is it all over for Thalia and Bianca, sitting on the bottom of the leaderboard?
The only hope that we have is that Helena and Vicky trip up.
Tonight,
I want to prove to the other teams that just because you had a meltdown, it doesn't mean we're going to have a meltdown.
it's the final ultimate instant restaurant.
That's it. That's Helena and Vicky on a plate.
And Helena and Vicky are pulling out their big guns.
Surprise, surprise. It's great.
Can the twins make the finals?
The octopus is very tough. Everything's
They're not that good.
Or will their arch rivals get their wish?
Why did you cook this?
When at the end of the night,
Saying goodbye, it's always a bittersweet moment.
one team is eliminated.
Saying goodbye to Helena and Vicky, that would be bittersweet. That would be sweet, sweet.
This is the best. This is the best night. This is the best. This is the best night. This is the best. And everything's alright. We live the best life. This is the best night of my life. This is the best night of my life.
We're back home in Victoria and it's such a good feeling being back in our hometown.
Serious time now. It's the ultimate instant restaurant round.
Today we have a massive day. It's the last Ultimate Instant Restaurant and we are so close to the finals.
It's not going to be easy.
If we do it right, yes it will be.
No, don't get all cocky because trust me, you'll go the other way.
One team is going home after this round and right now on the leaderboard, Thalia and Bianca are at the bottom. So we really need to beat 58 tonight if we're going to make it into the finals.
We hate hoping that Helena and Vicky are going to stuff up, but we are fighting for our survival tonight. If they're going to get less than us, I think the twins are probably going to have to lose it in some way. It's going to have to let the pressure get to them, just like we let it get to us.
I think today I want to prove to the other teams that just because you had a meltdown, it doesn't mean we're going to have a meltdown. You got more energy, please? I can't be talking all day.
No, I'm just concentrating.
I know, but I need people energy from you.
I'm just feeling very overwhelmed right now. There's definitely a lot of pressure on us tonight. Our first instant restaurant, we received 95, the highest score in this whole competition. And to think that tonight we got to do it again, it's pretty scary.
all right. Let's go.
Let's go.
These girls have shown that they're very strong competitors and very competent cooks in this competition. But the pressure is definitely on Helena and Vicky. Tonight's when they need to pull out the big guns.
Gata, if you pace right in front of us.
Tonight we need to cook 2 entrees, 2 mains, and 2 desserts. It's double what we had to do in the first instant restaurant round. So our game plan tonight is to cook food that we love and that we know.
We're actually making this tonight. Galata burrito.
We're expecting Greek food, aren't we? Traditional stuff that's been passed down. I mean, it's a high-pressure situation. It'd be crazy not to go back to what they know how to cook.
Hopefully you guys have octopus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. That is scary.
Our first option for entree is braised octopus and clams with tomato and peas.
We're braising it, so we don't want it to be chewy or hard, but that will cook. 2 hours, it'll go soft.
Oh, yeah.
Octopus is something that Greeks use a lot in their cooking, and braising it, it's fantastic. Like all braising, it needs to cook for a long time, and with octopus, there's no exception.
And what prawns are we going to get? Do you want those?
We're going to need some prawns as well. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Our second option for entree is kataifi wrapped prawns with zucchini salad.
Kataifi is a wheat pastry and very prominent in Greek cuisine. What they usually do is wrap it around the prawns and then they deep fry it. So it's crispy on the outside but still retains the integrity of the prawn inside.
Seafood is done. Perfect. We've bought our seafood and now it's time to head to the butcher's and get our lamb. Our first option for main is lemon and oregano lamb with Greek beans.
Main course, we have lemon and oregano lamb. I'm not expecting a fillet or even a rack for that instance. I'm expecting one of the secondary cuts that you cook for a long time, but it just melts in your mouth. That's what I'm expecting from this main course.
All right, we need lamb rack, Selena.
For the main, we're looking for some beautiful lamb rack.
I don't want to get that lamb because it's already been cleaned up the top.
We want to French the lamb racks and show some extra technique.
I'm wondering if you had any lamb racks with the fat still on the bone.
Yeah, we want some beautiful lamb racks to fry off in the pan, straight in the oven.
Let's go find some quail.
Okay. We just need some quail. Quail.
Whole quail?
Yeah, we're going to debone them ourselves.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
For our second main, we're serving piri piri quail with saffron rice and cucumber salsa.
This is a very odd main course coming from Helena and Vicky. It's a little bit more Portuguese than Greek. It seems like they're going away from Greece here. Would have been nice if we stayed in the islands.
Although most of our menu is very Greek-inspired, tonight we're trying something new. We've never really made this dish before and we're stepping out of our comfort zone.
Helena, we are twinning right about now.
Right.
Let's do this. We got this, okay?
We're not expecting anything creative from Helena and Vicky tonight. We're expecting good, tasty, wholesome, home-style cooking. The girls smashed their first instant restaurant, highest ever score, blah, blah, blah. Did they get the highest score at their first instant restaurant? Didn't you hear? No, I never heard that.
Look, I'm feeling pretty happy, Helena, now that we have got
I'm
enough
pretty
time.
sure we're stressed out, freaking out, got a lot to do. I'm feeling overwhelmed.
All right, we've got to be quick, Helena.
We just have to get in the kitchen, get some stuff done, and hopefully my mood will change.
Oh my God, I can't believe we're
already
doing this
started.
again. Oh, our aprons. Did you ever think we'd be back here putting our aprons on? This time we're doing 6 dishes, not 3.
Yep.
Double the fun. All right, let's start.
Last time we cooked in our kitchen, it was such a successful night. We've had a couple struggles in Kitchen HQ, and I think when we go in our own kitchens, it's good.
Well, I'm going to start the ice cream for the galataputica.
For dessert, we're serving galataputica with ice cream and grilled figs.
Galaktobareko is a very traditional Greek dessert. There's nothing more traditional than this. And it's basically a baked semolina custard wrapped in phyllo pastry, and it's to die for.
So, Vic, I'm doing a creme fraiche ice cream, something a little bit different.
I think it's going to be good to break through the custard because it's going to be quite sweet.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start on the chocolate hazelnut mousse and then we can let it set for the next 4 hours.
Yep, great idea.
Our second option for dessert, we're serving individual hazelnut mousse cakes.
So, Helena, at the bottom of our cake, we're going to have a beautiful, dense chocolate cake. Then we're going to pipe out our hazelnut mousse on top. I've just roasted some beautiful hazelnuts and I've blended them. I'm going to just put it through the mousse.
The girls are putting hazelnuts into their mousse cake, so I want to be able to taste the hazelnuts. So many times people don't put enough in or they put too much in. Again, it comes down to a balance of flavours.
We want that mousse to be fluffy, airy, beautiful and light. So I don't want to put too much hazelnut into the mousse because it's going to wreck the texture. Once I've done my hazelnut mousse, it's now time to start on the entree.
Lenny, look at this.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. This guy is huge.
Our entree today, the octopus, is a dish that we've been inspired by in Greece.
Deja vu, Vic. Last time you had the big squid and now
I've got this creature.
In the Greek food world, octopus is very popular. When we go to Greece every year, we have it char-grilled, we have it braised. It's our favourite seafood.
All right, now we've got to take the skin off.
it's like a banana. That's how easy it should come up.
Beautiful, off we go.
While Vicky's prepping the octopus, I'm going to get onto the sauce.
What am I adding into the octopus?
We're going to do lots of garlic because in Greece, every time we eat the braised octopus, you can taste that beautiful garlic.
We love the flavour of the octopus mixed in with red wine, tomatoes, lemon, all those beautiful Greek flavours.
Well, that sauce is going, so octopus. How are we doing this?
He's on his way. I've got it.
You got it?
Yep.
The thing I'm worried about the most about this dish is definitely the octopus. Octopus needs a fair few hours to cook it.
Is that what?
Yeah, it is.
If we don't cook that octopus right, it can be quite chewy.
So, Vic, I want to slow cook this octopus, and then we're going to add the red wine, let that reduce. It's going to be on 2 hours.
Is it slow cooking? It's not too high?
No.
All right. I'm working on the prawns for the kataifi. Wrapped prawns for our entree. It's a dish we order a lot when we go to the Greek islands.
This dish definitely takes me back to Greece. It's such beautiful flavours. You've got the crispy pastry and the juicy prawns inside, fresh salad. It's a good dish.
This is food Helena and Vicky love to cook, and it's us on a plate, and that's what tonight is all about, cooking what we cook for our friends and family.
If they do Greek food, we're expecting it to be flawless. But in saying that, we've been in an instant restaurant now, we know what it's like. We know the pressure and everything else that goes with it.
Oops.
So there could be the potential for them to have some issues.
Vic, we have a lot to do. A lot to do.
And I hope people aren't waiting too long tonight.
Pressure's on. We're not just cooking like we did in the first instant restaurant round. This is the ultimate instant restaurant round. Prep time is flying by. We haven't even touched our 2 mains.
God, this is very time-consuming. All right.
It's taken me over half an hour to peel these prawns. I now need to wrap the prawns in the kataifi pastry.
So I'm working with kataifi pastry, which is shredded pastry. When I get this in the deep fryer, I've got to make sure that I get the balance right and have really crunchy pastry and not overcook the prawn.
I'm gonna do enough prawns just to cover us, because that clock is going fast. Vic, we gotta clean parts of this lamb, and we also have to marinate it.
For our main dish, we're cooking a lamb. We love lamb. What Greek doesn't love lamb?
What are you doing now, Vic?
So I'm gonna get the beans on for the lamb.
Greek beans are something we grew up with. This is our grandma's dish. I'm gonna make our grandma proud today by cooking her recipe.
That's exactly how Grandma makes her beans. Exactly.
So Vic, I'm marinating the lamb right now. I'm putting lemon and oregano.
Lemon oregano is a classic Greek flavour for lamb. I then pop it in the fridge for a couple of hours to marinate.
How's that octopus?
Let's take one out.
I go to check the octopus and it just seems like it's not cooking.
Octopus needs a lot longer.
I'm worried that the octopus may not get cooked in time.
I don't know what to do.
It's gonna work out, all right? It just needs to cook slow.
I just wish it went a bit higher.
I've put the temperature higher to try and speed up the cooking process. Can't be that bad.
I'm going to start deboning the quail.
Oh, yeah.
I've got 20 quails to debone. This is going to be a massive challenge and I need to get it done quickly.
So
How long do you think that's gonna take?
it's going to take me at least an hour.
An hour?
It is so frustrating deboning these quails. They've got such baby little bones. Oh, it's just so tricky.
Got one done, Vic. That's a good start, isn't it?
Knowing we have so much to do is so frustrating. I don't feel like we're getting enough done right now. Things are just moving slowly and this is the scary part.
We are screwed, Vic. We are in trouble.
Every minute that's going by right now, I feel like my anxiety is just getting worse and worse. You know, stress is taking over. I don't know what to do.
Is it over yet?
Yeah, stop being silly now. Get over it.
I mean, get over it.
When things go wrong, I pretty much think it's over and I become negative Nancy.
I know what everyone's going to say tonight. Ooh, these dishes are.
What, are you really need to stop.
Well, with the twins, I think it's a bit of a balancing act. If Helena's on one side of the scales trying to be negative, well, Vicky sees it's her job, I think, to balance it out and be positive.
We're cooking food that we love, okay?
It's a yin and the yang. When Helena gets worried, she overthinks things, and it's very hard to bring her back.
Our dishes tonight are going to be quite simple. They're not going to be anything.
Yeah, well, that's what the judges want. Simple.
No, they don't.
Good.
Not at this stage of the competition. Sorry, I'm not being negative, Vic, but
Great energy.
brutally honest.
At this stage of the competition, if we want to get to the finals, Helena cannot be negative.
I go to check the octopus and it's boiling away very quickly. And doesn't seem right.
That octopus is very tough.
Are you kidding me?
No, very tough, like very.
Is it too high? Yeah, that's why. You've got to cook it slow.
The octopus is just cooked way too quick. You know, I've put the heat on very high, which makes the octopus go tight, rubbery, and really hard.
Do you have more octopus?
Nope.
Was that all of it?
Yep.
I'm devastated. I've stuffed up the whole entree.
Everything's.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Don't, Helena, don't break now.
I'm not breaking now. I'm just saying that, like, you guys get a 2. Thank you. See you later. The night's done.
Helena is absolutely freaking out, and I am so worried now. If she's gonna have a meltdown, I'm soon gonna have a meltdown, and we're gonna walk out of this and have no food to serve. What are you doing, Lem? What are you doing, Lem? It's an hour until the guests arrive, and Helena is starting to fall apart. Our octopus for our entree has not cooked, and there's no way to save it. I'm feeling pretty scared and stressed out now because one team is going home after this round, and it can't be us. Don't start crying now.
I'm not.
Sorry. No tears tonight.
Oh. Just don't serve it. I'm not serving it. We need to do the octopus again, so I'm going to go to the shops.
Really? Think we've got enough time?
Yep.
We can't afford not to serve octopus. She's going to the shops. It's done.
Do you have octopus there?
Baby.
Baby octopus.
I need to make some calls to find some baby octopus.
I need to cook it now. It can't be frozen.
We have to find baby octopus so it can cook a lot faster because right now, time is not on our side.
Okay, I'll be there soon. Thank you.
Run, please, run, quick.
Do you think I've got time and patience to get in a car and drive to the shops? No.
Hope she comes back in time. Pretty confident that I can do this by myself.
We definitely didn't want to be in this position.
I called up about octopus.
Is it this one? Octopus.
Yep, right now I'm feeling deflated, disappointed. It's just way too much for me.
Oh, God. She's really got to hurry up. 24 minutes. Helena's finally arrived and she doesn't look happy. Bring it on. Have faith, all right?
They're gonna take ages.
Don't worry about time. Just worry about getting some good food out there. Don't give up, because that's embarrassing. And don't look upset when people are here.
Well, no, I want them to know that I know.
No.
Yes.
Helena is in the worst headspace I've ever seen her in. Please, because people get satisfaction of knowing that we are stressing out. I need to get Helena back on the ball. The only option right now is to get changed and let her know that everything's going to be fine. We got this.
Last instant restaurant. With the ultimate instant restaurant round, it's not only about the winning or losing, it's where you end up on the leaderboard. So Helena and Vicky, they're the last to cook, and yeah, we could lose our #1 spot.
Vicky and Helena, they got 95 their last instant restaurant. But having said that, it's pretty intense because it's not just cooking for the judges, you're cooking for your opposition.
God, they're paranoid. I wonder if it's really got to them today.
It's proving to be very hard for everyone to get good scores this round, so it wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world if Helena and Vicky screwed up.
Helena and Vicky have an interesting dynamic in the kitchen. Helena can get caught up in her own world, and I think they've got some communication issues.
So maybe that will trip them up.
All right. We've got our party dresses on and everything is good. Now we've got 5 minutes, okay?
All right, yeah.
Let's get this octopus on. I have 2 problems at the moment. I've got an octopus issue and I have a Helena issue. I can potentially save this dish by adding the baby octopus. But Helena, that's another issue. I don't think that's possible.
At least Thalia and Bianca are going to the finals. They'll be happy with that.
Just believe that it will work out, okay?
No, but it's true, Vic. This is a disaster.
Coming into tonight, it's really nerve-wracking because we're on the bottom of the ladder at the moment. How Helena and Vicky cook tonight determines if we'll be in the finals or if we'll be going home.
They're very home cooked. Peter Manu want more than just that.
Oh, stop it.
There's no wow factor to
Home
it.
cooked. Hello? What's this competition about? Home cooked food. That there is exactly what you get at your guys' house. I'm sorry, but that's Helena and Vicky on a plate. And if that's not enough, then we've done our best.
This whole thing's...
Last one, guys.
Yeah.
Helena, quickly listen to me now. Happy face smiles, because people get intimidated by that.
Okay.
Len, I'm dead serious. Look at me.
Yes.
Happy
Let's
smiles.
go.
And if anyone asks, how is it? Go, everything's perfect.
Okay, let's go.
How are we?
I have to take some tips off Chloe and Kelly. I just act fake when I open the door.
How are you going? Good. How are you? Hi. Helena looks stressed.
She looks terrified. Vicky's looking confident as ever. Confident Vicky.
Wow. Oh my God. Amazing. Look at the table.
It's beautiful to be in the Greek Islands for an evening. On the table, we've got olives, we've got lemons. Olive branches. Yeah, it might be a peace offering, who could say?
Didyma is set up really well and, takes us back to fonder memories of Greece. More fonder than sitting here at this instant restaurant.
Bree, Jessica, Thalia and Bianca, welcome to our restaurant, Didyma. You guys have already been here, but welcome as well. Didyma means twins in Greek.
Helena looks a little bit worried.
I think the girls might just be a little bit flustered and then,
We'll be right back.
Thanks, Kate.
Confident with the entrees? We're on board? We know what we're doing?
Yes.
Thank you. Going into the entree period, we really need to focus. I believe that we can bounce back. Other teams have done it, and it doesn't mean we can't. If we nail these, Helena, we can beat 58 tonight. I'm confident we can.
Everyone else around the table seems to be celebrating that they're all in the finals, which is something to celebrate, but we're not in that position. So it's a different story for us.
Let's talk about our desserts. For the galata burrito, when are you going to get onto that, your custard?
I might just start it now.
Start it now? Okay, great.
Ready to go. We may need to serve entrees soon, but desserts are important. I have to start the desserts. For dessert, we're serving galata burrito with grilled figs. It's a lot of milk. Galata burrito is a classic Greek dessert. It's a semolina-based custard, like a vanilla slice. Out of all the dishes, the galata burrito is definitely going to be a challenge. It's a traditional dessert, and if we don't get it right, we could be in some trouble. Vic, it's getting a lot thicker now.
You cool with that?
Yeah. Now that custard's done, I need to work on the other dessert. I'm going to get straight onto the chocolate cake, my hazelnut mousse cakes.
The mousse cake is going to be like a chocolate dense cake, and then we've got a hazelnut mousse that I'm going to pipe on top.
Beautiful.
I feel like I've got Helena in a better headspace now. Hopefully we can keep this up for the rest of the night. We got this.
This is the last instant restaurant in the ultimate instant restaurant round, and anything can happen tonight.
Last time that we came to Helena and Vicky's instant restaurant, they scored the biggest score ever on my kitchen rule history. And
since then, it's been a roller coaster for these girls. I wonder what they can do tonight.
They're here.
Oh my God, Peter Manu again.
Hello, girls.
Hi, good.
How you doing?
Hello. Hi. Seeing Pete and Manu, the nerves kick in even more.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, gentlemen.
We are so close to the finals. It's not the first instant restaurant where they're just meeting us, they can't wait to try our food. They know what we can do, and they're expecting good food. Welcome, Peter Manu, back to Vivima. We hope you enjoy your night. So you guys can open your menus.
Ta-da! Surprise, surprise, it's Greek.
Then we see a sneaky little quail with piri-piri. It's a little bit of a strange one.
Maybe they're just trying to show us that they can cook other things apart from Greek food.
Now, does anyone have any questions?
What is galaktopourtikos?
Galatapourtikos, so it's a custard pie with filo pastry, and then we bake it in the oven.
What lamb are you using?
Tonight we're using lamb rack.
That's not very Greek, is it? I'm quite baffled by it because I honestly thought they'd do a beautiful shoulder or something.
The braised octopus, is it like the big tentacles or is it like baby octopus?
Oh, there's a story behind that.
Right.
At the moment, it's baby. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, baby octopus.
You girls okay?
Yeah, we're fine. So we'll let you guys decide what you want to eat tonight. We will be back in 5 to take your orders. Okay. Thanks.
We have to agree on the same dish for each course because at the end of the night, we'll be scoring as a team.
Between Manu and I, we'll be trying the entire menu. So whatever Manu orders, I'll try the other option. What are you leaning towards, ladies?
Main, we're thinking the quail.
Why?
That lamb sounded really, really nice.
We're at the bottom of the leaderboard, so we have no choice but to choose strategically.
I guess everyone's in a different position than we are. We're going to choose things they have to cook to order and with hard techniques. So it is tough for the twins.
Okay, Bree and Jess, what would you like?
For entree, we'd like to order the octopus.
Octopus, sure.
Can we please have the octopus?
No way we're getting octopus. That's going to be good. Could we please have the prawns for entree?
Prawns, sure.
We're going to go the lamb for main, please.
Yep.
Quail for main.
Sure.
I think Thalia and Bianca are being very smart. They're going to take whatever they can get tonight.
And for the dessert, the grilled figs.
And the galactopourtikos.
We think the twins will nail the Greek dessert. For dessert, the individual hazelnut mousse cake, please.
Thalia and Bianca are definitely ordering strategically, and we don't blame them. We'd be doing exactly the same. Easy, easy.
We'd be the judge of that.
Yeah.
Coming up,
Moment of truth.
it's crunch time for Helena and Vicky.
It's time to check the octopus. Tell me it's softer.
And later,
This is the end of the road for one of you.
can the twins do enough to beat Thalia and Bianca?
Our dreams are waiting for us. We can't leave now. Orders are in. Orders are in. So for entree, we've got 5 octopus and 5 prawns all up. We are the last in the ultimate instant restaurant round, and we have to get our entree out soon. How's that octopus? It's getting there. We've just put our new batch of octopus in, but it still needs a lot longer. Octopus, please work. Now it's a waiting game. We need to wait for that octopus to cook. Okay, Vic, do you want to start cooking your prawns? For entree, we're also making kataifi wrapped prawns. Let's do a couple time-ins with the prawns. It's time to deep fry our prawns, and I'm going to do 3 per serving. Let's do a minute and 45. 5, cross our fingers, that's going to work. Or we do a minute 50. I have to get the timing right in that deep fry today. I don't want to overcook the prawns, but I want to get that pastry nice and crispy. All right, look at this. Oh, just right. That's probably perfect. Nice and juicy on the inside and crispy on the outside. That's exactly what we want. I'm very happy with that. Let's do this. And go, guys, swim away. We could slowly be on the comeback. You know, we may be able to get these 2 entrees out on time. See, you've just got to believe that, you know, never ever give up because it's possible. We are definitely the underdogs in the top 5. All the other teams have won People's Choice, food trucks, they've won the lot. Vicky and I have won nothing, and we're still here.
They've probably had to fight the most to be here. They've cooked, you know, sudden death time and time again, showdown time and time again, and they're still here.
We've fought a lot too.
This hasn't been a massive competition. I think we've all fought really, really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been to showdowns, and I think everyone's had to fight here.
Yeah.
Helena and Vicky have just
scraped by. And the reason they've had to fight is because they're not that good.
Moment of truth. Has the octopus god saved us? Is the big question. It's time to check the octopus and hope that it's cooked all the way through. Is that soft? Tell me it's softer. A little bit, actually. Yeah. It's soft. That octopus tastes amazing. Yeah? I think we may have saved her. All of a sudden, my mood just changes from negative to positive. We need to get those clams in the pot and get them cooking.
How long do you cook the clam for? About until they open, so just leave them for a bit.
I'm expecting these clams to open up and pick up all that beautiful juice.
I'm just worried about these prawns. You can't really open every single one.
I'm worried that I can't test all these prawns, so they might cook inconsistently.
Vic, if you got the first one right, you'll get the others right.
Yeah, fingers crossed they'll all be good.
Oh, these guys are opening. Now we got to start plating up.
As I plate up the dish, I realise I don't have enough octopus.
You know, I might put 4 clams. Yep, go nuts.
I'm just hoping they don't miss the octopus.
Vic, I'm pretty surprised we have something on the plate after today's craziness.
I never thought we'd get anything on the plate for entree, and to see we've got something here, it's a good feeling.
Okay, it's been a struggle, but we got there in the end. Hope they like it. Hope they like it. Let's go. We have cooked your entree.
Thank you.
We put the dish down in front of Peter Manu. I'm just finding it so hard to relax.
Thank you, ladies. The dishes come out and the girls look a little bit stressed and frazzled.
They're huge prawns. Those prawns look amazing. They look so good.
There you are, Jess.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you.
The dish is put in front of us. Look, it looks flavoursome. I'm not seeing much octopus, unfortunately.
The judges are definitely expecting more this time at the Ultimate Instant Restaurant round. They want really good food. If they don't like these entrees, we're in big trouble. This is one of the biggest moments in the competition. If we want to make it into the finals, we need to make sure that we make a good first impression with the entree.
Helena and Vicky for entree ordered the kataifi wrapped prawns with zucchini salad. What you served to me is definitely a surprise. This to me is a celebration. It's a celebration of your heritage and it's a celebration of produce. You've turned the prawns into something that's very memorable, crispy, beautifully cooked, and this is a confident dish.
Thank you, thank you.
Very happy.
Oh my God, to hear that critique, I'm very proud. You know, it is a simple dish, but it tastes amazing and it's just us on a plate.
Ladies, for entree, I've ordered the braised octopus and clams with tomato and peas. It doesn't look amazing, but taste fantastic. The flavors that you get in there is to die for. The addition of the clam was a great surprise, and the fact that you braised the octopus for a long time and you must have thrown the clams at the last minute just to open. Perfect.
Thank you. That's nice.
Wow, what a relief.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All that stress for nothing.
Oh my God, that was so amazing. I did not expect that.
My confidence level has lifted 3 notches. Like, I am feeling amazing.
Hell yeah, it's winning.
Bon appétit.
Thank you.
Trying the prawns, I really like the kadifi on the outside. It gives it a nice crunch. I think the pastry is really, really nice. I've never had it savoury before, but it definitely works.
The girls have done an amazing job with the seafood. The octopus is so tender.
Beautiful. But this dish would have been so much better with big octopus.
They've nailed it with the flavour. Like, I think it's really yummy. The twins have definitely started their night off well.
I would happily eat about 3 kilos of those prawns. They were delicious, you know, they were cooked perfectly. That was really delicious.
I thought it was a really clever dish. It was fresh with the salad and then crunchy with the pastry, and I thought, yeah, it was delicious.
I think these have been the best 2 entrees in this instant restaurant round. Great start.
And it's a worry that both entrees are so good, so they're already one up on us.
Now we just got to focus on this main. So get olive oil on the pan and we're going to cook a lamb. We're going to take our guests to Southern Europe. We've got the beautiful Portuguese peri-peri quail and the beautiful lemon and oregano lamb with Greek beans.
Just on the fat side, and you want to sear off that fat.
We're going to serve the lamb as cutlets because we want to show some extra technique.
Perfect. Get that into the oven.
We're under a lot of pressure to get these proteins cooked right. Otherwise, we're going to be going home.
Well, we actually haven't eaten a lot of lamb in this competition. I'm not into the tricky stuff, so I'm hoping the girls keep it simple for their own sake.
I'm expecting that it will be beautiful and pink in the middle, and they'll have all that fat rendered off, so I'll have some absolutely gorgeous traditional Greek flavours.
So we've got this side of the table picking the lamb. You're playing to their strengths, do you think?
With a lamb rack, it'd be very interesting to see how it's cooked.
The girls choosing to serve a lamb rack instead of a slow braised lamb shoulder is probably the main thing that could trip them up tonight.
And we know who we'd rather see in the top 4.
And Bianca, you chose the quail. What are you hoping for this dish?
Not overcooked
Nice
quail.
and spicy.
Like my quail a little bit pink, so we don't want the girls to fail. That's not why we're here. Like, we actually love Helena and Vicky, and we hate that we have to judge their food like this, but it has come down to the fact that they have to fail for us to go through, so.
The rice is done for the quail, so I'm gonna work on the salsa.
There's a good flow in the kitchen. Helena's back to herself.
Look, Helena, if we nail these 2 mains, I'm pretty confident that we can beat Thalia and Bianca.
Lambs are coming out. While the lamb is resting, I need to get onto the second main. Vicky, I'm going to get onto the quail. Tonight we're trying something new. We've never really made this dish before, and we're stepping out of our comfort zones. The quail is definitely a delicate bird, and you know, you can't overcook it.
No, you can't.
Quail is such a small piece of meat that if I overcook it, it could be very rubbery and dry. We have to get this out, okay? I sear off the quail on each side, and then I pop it into the oven for about 4 to 5 minutes. I've only got 1 shot. If I stuff them up, we are gone. Okay, let's try this lamb. It's been sitting here. We're going for medium rare. I cut straight through the lamb. Open it up.
Is that overcooked?
No, it's perfect. That's what you want. Medium rare, it's just what we wanted. But I'm just worried that I haven't rendered that fat off enough. Unrendered fat can be quite yuck. No one wants to sit there and eat fat. I don't know, I might get them back in the pan. Or you sure? I'm stuck in the middle right now. Half of me is saying, cook out all that fat, and the other half of me is saying, you don't want to overcook that meat. I don't know what to do. Vicky, half of me thinks the lamb is cooked perfect.
You just said it's cooked perfect. What are you doubting now?
I'm worried we haven't cooked our lamb properly. The fat just hasn't rendered off enough. I don't know, I might get them back in the pan just to get that. Or you sure? I'm stuck in the middle right now. Half of me is saying, cook out all that fat, and the other half of me is saying, you don't want to overcook that meat. I need to go with the first option. So, Vic, I'm just going to sear off just a little bit of the top, not much. Yep. We want to stay in this competition and get to the finals. You've got the tzatziki to go in on top. This tzatziki tastes bloody amazing. We want to be here because we love cooking good food. All right, now we got to check our quail. I pull the quail out the oven. Vic, it looks good. Cool, it's spicy. When I think of piri-piri, you want chilies, you want that hit of flavour. I think we're onto a good dish. Oh, yum. Yum? It's so soft. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. This quail is perfect. They better like it. All right, start plating up, Vic. Yeah. Finally, all our elements have come together. It's time to start plating up.
Lenny, I can tell you exactly what Pete and Manu are going to say about this dish. We've got a beautiful rice, but where is the sauce?
I'm thinking about the quail dish, and it needs a sauce. You know, we've got the salsa, but it needs a sauce to go with the saffron rice. Look at this quail, how marinated I've done it, okay? I think the quail doesn't need a sauce. We've got that beautiful spice in there. It's got a bit of a hit of flavour. I just don't think it needs a sauce. No sauce. I'm coming over with lamb.
Yep. All right, let's get these beans on.
The beans have been on for a couple of hours now, and they taste absolutely beautiful.
Yum.
Just like Grandma's. Vic, it's nice knowing we've had Grandma's, recipes in our heads throughout this competition.
Oh, yeah. A lot of these recipes are hers.
We've put the beans at the bottom with the lamb on top, dollop of the tzatziki, and it doesn't look fantastic.
Pete, Manu, let's go. Okay. Let's do this.
Time flies when you're having fun. But here's your main. Entree time for us was so difficult. We had some ups, some downs, but we got some awesome critiques. We just hope that these mains are good, because if they're not, all that hard work, down the drain. There we are.
Thank you. Oh, yum.
There we go.
I'm happy. There's 2 quails on the plate. I'm happy.
Tick.
And it looks beautiful. It looks like it's juicy.
Yeah. Oh, man, I can't wait to eat these little birdies.
Looking at the mains, I think the quail looks amazing. The lamb, on the other hand, looks a bit boring.
I'm hoping the quail is cooked perfectly. But I'm worried that it needs a sauce, and Manu loves his sauce. I'm worried that the lamb isn't cooked right. I'm just hoping that that fat doesn't affect the whole dish.
Helena and Vicky, for main course I ordered the lemon and oregano lamb with Greek beans. Is this a classic Greek dish?
Yes, it is.
So would your grandma use the lamb rack, or would she use a different cut of the lamb?
No, she would not have used the lamb rack.
So why did you cook this? We're after home-cooked food. We don't need it to be fancy.
We should have cooked the lamb leg. Disappointing.
The lamb was cooked well, but I don't think it was cooked as good as it could have been.
Yeah.
I think if you had have rendered the fat down for longer, got it crispier, it could have just been a standout dish. But the highlight were those beans. Just sensational. You were close. But I think if you had have taken 2 steps back and just gone, you know what, let's just cook like we normally cook, it would have been a joy.
Hey, and Vicky, I chose the piri-piri quail with the saffron rice and the cucumber salsa. Not something I expected from you. Why did you decide to do a piri-piri quail?
We thought we'd go a little out of our comfort zone.
Well, whatever you did to the quail, even that you haven't cooked it often, you should continue because that was cooked to perfection. I love the spice map that you put on, but I felt that it was missing some...
Sauce.
I felt like it was a little dry.
After hearing the critiques, half-half, one protein was cooked well, one element from the other one was cooked well. Let's just hope it's enough. Wow. This wasn't the critique I wanted. It just wasn't up to their standards.
That's beautiful. Wow, yummy.
The meat is cooked nice and red, like we like it, but the fat's not rendered. There's no caramelisation on the outside. And they're served with this beautiful tasting beans, but it's literally just
beans with tomato.
Beans with tomato.
I'm pretty sure this is the best quail I've ever had. It's juicy, it's just yum.
I'm impressed how well they've cooked the quail. Looking around, it looks like everyone's cooked pretty consistently. I thought, yeah, it was a great dish. Damn it.
Look, the girls know how to nail flavour. Like, there's plenty of flavour in the dish. We both like our meat rare.
Yeah, but just with the fat rendered.
They've cooked lamb so much in this competition. They've cooked tzatziki so many times in this competition.
I thought this was supposed to be restaurant quality.
Let's get on to the galata burrito, okay? That's my main focus right now. For dessert, we're serving individual hazelnut mousse cakes.
Yum.
And galata burrito with grilled figs.
Galata burrito, gala in Greek means milk, and it's a milk custard.
First thing I do is get my galata burrito custard ready to go.
I kind of wish we'd cooked that cake earlier because we could have just smashed dessert out.
There's so much to do. In this final course, we need to make sure everything is perfect. I need to line a tray with phyllo pastry, putting butter between each sheet and making a beautiful base. Vic, phyllo is very tricky to work with.
Yeah.
This is going to be a challenge to get this phyllo pastry perfect. It may not cook each layer, it may not set right, it could be soggy, it could dry out, a lot can go wrong.
I'll focus on the chocolate dessert. This dessert is our own little invention. We're going to have some cake mousse.
We've already made the mousse and the cake. We haven't put too much hazelnut into the mousse. We don't want to make it too heavy or dense. What's the mousse taste like? Really bitter. I'm pretty nervous about the hazelnut mousse cake. We've never done this before, so we don't know if this is going to work.
I'm going to do a macadamia crumble for texture.
You want some
A little
nice
bit of
crumble?
crumbs,
Nuts?
yep.
All right, yeah. Dark chocolate nuts, raspberries, macadamia. That goes well. My galata burrito custard is ready to go on the phyllo pastry. I'm pouring it in, okay? I've got phyllo at the bottom, phyllo on top. I want the top to be nice and crunchy, and I want the custard to cook as well.
You confident you can do that?
Well, it's up to the oven, not me. I've assembled my galata burrito, and now I've got to get it into the oven for 45 minutes. I need the phyllo pastry to come out of the oven with a crispy golden top. If that pastry's not cooked all the way through, it's going to be soggy with soggy.
Next,
I just want to see what this does.
will Helena and Vicky's dessert spell disaster?
Vic, what is that? We don't know what to do.
And later, will the twins' dishes deliver them a place in the finals, or will they be sent packing?
tonight we're serving individual hazelnut mousse cakes and galata burrito with grilled figs and creme fraiche ice cream. This ice cream is looking so creamy, I just hope the flavour is there. We need to make sure these desserts are great, otherwise we are going home. I pulled the galata burrito out of the oven and it just seems like it's not cooking.
I just want to see what this does.
There's not enough golden colour on top. It's very bland. We don't know what to do. So I have to put it back in the oven.
Jessica, what have you ordered?
The galata burrito. Galata burrito? I don't know. Dessert's really important. It could either make you or break you. If Helena and Vicky do really well with the dessert, they're going to be going to the next round.
Thalia and Bianca, what have you ordered for dessert?
We ordered the hazelnut mousse cake.
They can nail Greek food and they can nail dessert.
I think Thalia and Bianca have been very smart with their dessert choice.
Where do you think you stand right now?
I think we are safely still at the bottom.
I think we both realised that for us to make the finals, Helena and Vicky have got to seriously stuff up these desserts.
So Vic, this needs to come out. I'm worried our dessert's not cooked enough, but I have to get it out to our guests. We can't keep them waiting or else they'll score us low. How many slices do I need from this?
You need 8.
I'm not happy with the fillet at the moment, but I have to take the risk, whack it on the plate and just go. I hope we have made the right decision. Put a little nice sprinkle all over the whole plate. It's my favourite. It's just a sprinkle. With the mousse cakes, I'm pretty worried about them. You know, it's not really a hazelnut dessert. The galata burrito is not crispy enough. Vic, I'm compromising a bit of crunch on top for timing.
Helena, this could possibly be the last time we cook in this competition.
I'm disappointed that today stress has been a big issue. I lost myself throughout the cooking and I feel those desserts could have been better.
Oh God, you're giving them lots of ice cream.
Yeah, I know. All right, Vic, let's go give Peter Manu the dish. We're done. We're ready.
Beautiful, let's go.
All right. Dessert is ready.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Taking our last dish to Peter Manu, it's a little scary because everything rides on this dessert. All right, get the ice cream.
Thank you. Thank you, Lenny.
I think everyone's expecting to be wowed by this dish.
What we can see in front of us, though, it's not very exciting at all.
Looking at mine, I'm not that impressed.
Manu cuts into the galata burrito and there's no crunch. I knew that was going to happen.
Helena and Vicky for dessert that shows the galacto burrito with grilled figs. Very traditional.
Very traditional dessert.
I've had this dessert a few times, so I do know what to expect. And what I got is a little far from what I expected. Not enough filo, not crispy enough. But the thing I love the most on this plate is the ice cream. That ice cream, girls, is fantastic.
This ice cream is
Helena and Vicky, for dessert, I chose the individual hazelnut mousse cake. My least favourite dish of the evening. The thing I like about your dessert here is the chocolate mousse. The chocolate flavour's intense, and it's a beautiful flavoured chocolate mousse cake, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
But I'm struggling to find the hazelnut flavour in here. The macadamias, I'm not sure where they fit in and why they're on there because it's a hazelnut cake. I would have gone with hazelnuts throughout the whole theme.
I don't know why you did that.
Makes sense.
Thank you, ladies.
Thanks.
Okay, Vic.
All right. Didn't really expect that, but...
That wasn't a great critique, but...
No.
We don't know if we're in a good place right now. We could be in trouble.
We finally get to taste the dessert, and look, I'm not enjoying it very much. For me, the consistency of the custard's wrong, it's gluggy. Yeah, I'm disappointed.
I can see Kelly's face. They don't look like they like it.
How's your dessert?
Ice cream was lovely.
That's it.
Yeah,
So you're disappointed with this dish?
yes. Tastes like soggy eggs with a little bit of soggy pastry on it. This doesn't taste like a Greek dessert.
Bianca, did you like your cake?
It wasn't what I was expecting. Really, it's just a chocolate cake with chocolate mousse.
It just tasted like dark chocolate to me. I didn't really taste the hazelnut.
I think Thalia and Bianca definitely still have a shot. When the mains came out, they were conceding defeat, but now the desserts have been served and they haven't been well received. They're back in the game and it's not over.
After a stressful evening in the last Ultimate Instant Restaurant, Helena and Vicky know their place in the finals is not guaranteed. The guest teams will now critique their dishes and score them out of 10.
For entree, we had the prawns with the zucchini salad. I think that entree was particularly nice in terms of their texture, flavour.
I think it was a great start to the three-course meal.
We chose the braised octopus for entree. I think the girls cooked the seafood really well.
Yeah, but essentially the main ingredient was octopus and it got lost. Yeah.
For main, we had the peri-peri quail with the saffron rice and cucumber salsa. I was pretty impressed with this dish.
Those quail, they were perfectly cooked, every single one.
Yeah.
I think the only really negative was there wasn't any sauce, and that made it worse because the rice was a little dry.
For main, we had the lemon and oregano lamb with Greek beans.
I think the lamb was cooked well, like it was nice and rare.
Yeah, but the fat wasn't rendered.
No. It tasted beautiful, the flavours are there, but I just think it's the lamb rack with some beans.
Dessert was a Greek semolina custard with figs.
Yeah. They needed more phyllo. The consistency of the custard wasn't right either. And I don't actually think that the custard actually went with the ice cream. I think it's just too much dairy.
For dessert, we had the individual hazelnut mousse cake.
I think the main problem was just the whole dessert didn't even taste like hazelnut. It just tasted like 100% dark chocolate.
So I guess overall dining experience, great entree, pretty good main, dessert not so good.
I'd be thinking around about a 6 or 7.
I'm leaning towards a 7. I think it was better than any of the other ones we've had, but only marginally so.
So for Helena and Vicky's restaurant tonight, we'll give them 7 out of 10.
Overall tonight, there's a few hits and misses.
Food was slightly above average, but we wouldn't write home about it. I think a 6 is a fair score tonight for the girls. Tonight we'll give the girls a 6 out of 10.
So for me, I'd say the entree and main were above average and the dessert was average.
I'd say the dessert was below average and the other two above average. We're going to give Helena and Vicky a 6 out of 10.
The food is tasty, but I just don't think it is as exciting as what some of the other teams have put up in this competition, and for me, it's average.
So for tonight's instant restaurant, we're giving the twins
a 5 out of 10.
All right, let's go. Today has been absolutely exhausting. I think it's been the biggest day of the whole competition, and I'm glad it's over. Now, I just want to hear our scores.
Helena and Vicky and guest teams, we've now all eaten every meal from your instant restaurants. And from 2 options from each course, I'm sure you'd agree this was the toughest challenge ever. Now it's time for the final scores. And as you know, the team with the lowest total score will be eliminated from the competition. But for something so important, it's only right that we announce the results back in kitchen headquarters.
Pete says we go to kitchen headquarters. That just means we're in limbo even longer.
We have to wait now to go all the way back to Kitchen HQ to find out our destiny. This isn't a fun game for us.
We'll see you all there.
This is bittersweet, but we might be saying goodbye to Thales and Bianca.
But we could be saying goodbye to Helena and Vicky also.
That wouldn't be bittersweet. That would be sweet.
Coming up,
Darling Bianca, Helena and Vicky, this is the end of the road for one of you.
which team will make it to the My Kitchen Rules finals? And whose dreams will end?
We really want this. Coming so close to finals, it would be devastating to go home now.
A lot is at stake today. Our dreams are waiting for us. We can't leave now.
Teams, welcome back to kitchen headquarters. Darling Bianca, Helena and Vicky, this is the end of the road for one of you.
So, Helena and Vicky, 58 is the number you have to beat. It's time to reveal your scores. The guest teams have given you a combined score of 24 out of 40.
I feel that the group score is quite generous. Let's just hope Peter Manook liked our dishes. We don't know if we've done enough to get through.
We score each meal out of 10. For entree, you served me braised octopus with clams, tomato, and peas. I really enjoyed those octopus, the little bit of chewiness, but kind of melting in your mouth at the same time. But I would have loved a little bit more octopus. But frankly, the broth was delicious. The score I'm giving you for your entree tonight is a 9.
We're so happy and excited we've received the 9.
Helena and Vicky, for entree, I chose the katifi wrapped prawns with zucchini salad. You managed to create 3 beautiful golden, crispy, plump prawns. The katifi was cooked to perfection. I thought it elevated those humble prawns that were inside them. The score I'm giving you for your entree is a 9.
Another 9. taking us back to our first instant restaurant round.
Helena and Vicky get a 9 for both entrees. They're definitely off to a good start.
For main course, I was served the peri-peri quail with saffron rice and cucumber salsa. Very well cooked, but I thought the dish, for me, was a bit dry. Again, I still have to ask for the sauce. The score I'm giving you for your main course is a 7.
Helena and Vicky, for main course, I chose the lemon and oregano lamb with Greek beans. The best thing on that plate were those beans. I just thought they were just marvellous. Your lamb, I was surprised that you chose to use the rack. That said, your lamb was cooked well. However, you didn't render the fat down and make it beautiful and crisp, and that would have even added more flavour to your dish. The score I'm giving you for your main course is a 7.
Helena and Vicky have definitely got their positives and their negatives with these mains, which is similar to us. So hopefully the desserts bomb out.
Ladies, for dessert, you give me galacto bereko with ice cream and grilled figs. I really love the ice cream, but it wasn't supposed to be the king on that plate. I felt that the semolina custard was just bland. The filo pastry over the top, I don't think there was enough layers, and I don't think it was cooked for long enough for it to be nice and crispy. So the score I'm giving you for your dessert is a 4.
Hearing Manu's score of 4, pretty bad. I really hope this doesn't send us home.
Helena and Vicky, for dessert, I ordered the individual hazelnut mousse cake. Hazelnuts. I was so excited seeing that in the menu description, and when I took my first bite, I was left a little bit disappointed. It was basically non-existent. You had a wonderful flavour of rich dark chocolate in there, which I loved, but I think your dish would have been a lot better if that hazelnut was more pronounced. The score I'm giving you for your dessert this evening is a 5. So, Helena and Vicky, that gives you a grand total score of 65.
65. Cannot believe we just got 65.
Congratulations, you're in the top 4 and you'll be competing in the My Kitchen Rules finals.
We just got to believe in our food and cook good food, and we can win.
Stan and Bianca, saying goodbye, it's always a bittersweet moment. Unfortunately, you are eliminated from the competition. You came here with the love of food.
We came with a love of food, but we're leaving with a true passion, and we just know that this is what we want to do for the rest of our lives. We really just want to learn everything we can possibly learn about food. And we feel like we can walk out of here with our heads held high because we work really hard and we're just proud to be here.
Sally and Bianca, we're very sorry to see you go.
It's sad to say goodbye to Thalia and Bianca. We're losing the sweet little muffins.
Thalia and Bianca are well and truly showing wisdom beyond their years. I have no doubt these girls will succeed in life.
As you won't know what's in them.
This competition is the best thing we've ever done in our whole life.
I got to cook alongside my best friend, and I'm so glad we got to do this together. It looks great.
100%.
10.
The best thing about this competition was that we could completely believe in each other.
For me, it was the dish of the day.
For 2 young girls, you're cooking like experienced chefs.
If 2 girls from Tassie who are just students can get to the top 5, we can do anything.
Oh my God! We're going to take everything we've learned and the sky's the limit.
If there is a limit.
Remaining teams, we want to say congratulations to you. Well done. You are the finalists.
Teams, your instant restaurant score has ranked you on the leaderboard.
In first place is Paul and Blair with 70 points. Helena and Vicky's score of 65 puts them at second, ahead of Brie and Jessica on 63 and Chloe and Kelly on 59.
These rankings will determine who faces who in the semi-finals. Semi-final 1 sees first place take on 4th. So that's Paul and Blair versus Chloe and Kelly.
We need to be in that grand final. We are going to have to bring our A game, and we are. We're going to bring everything that we've got.
The other final will see 2nd versus 3rd. So that's Helena and Vicky versus Brie and Jessica.
We're going to do everything in our power to beat Helena and Vicky because we want to be in the grand final and we want to win.
Let the semi-finals begin. The My Kitchen Rules Grand Final week is here. For me, I would have left it off the plate.
For me, it works.
Well, we've obviously got to divide a table.
The judges are split.
This is just insane.
At the end of the day, some you win, some you don't.
Total meltdown.
So I'm glad that I'm here with some friends that I know.
Disaster.
Always there with a smile, saying you're not alone.
Faster, faster!
La, 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 que sera?
This is it.
The announcement Australia has been waiting for.
At the end of the day, some you win, some you don't.
1 minute left.
My Kitchen Rules Grand Final week is here.
Sunday, 6:30.